Greetings, it's fluorescent light time once again. Here you see my fluorescent desk lamp, this generic Japanese-made desk lamp from the 1960s that takes two F6T5 bulbs. The reason I'm showing you this lamp right now is because the fluorescent light I have to show you today is this lamp's little brother. Yes, this is another generic brand desk lamp made in the 1960s in Japan. But this lamp is quite a bit more special and actually a lot more rare than the bigger desk lamp that you just saw. Now, what makes this lamp so special is that it takes an F6T5 bulb. This is a really small lamp. The head of it is only 9 inches across. There's my hand for comparison, and I have small hands. This thing is pretty tiny. These manual preheat desk lamps, this is manual preheat, were very rare when it came to versions that were very small. Most manual preheat desk lamps ever made take either F15T8 or F15T12 lamps. Ones that came in sizes any smaller were quite rare, and dare I say ones that come in as small as 6 watt are very, very rare. I got this on eBay. It cost me, I believe, around like $17 total. I was the only person who bid on it, and I got it for the starting price. So that's pretty darn cool. And like I said, it is quite rare, so I'm quite lucky that I got this for such a great price. So it's pretty much the same deal as the other lamp. You can see its gooseneck, the head bends. It's got the 2 buttons, the white button. It's set up electrically the same way. The ballast is always connected to power. The white button just temporarily disconnects it to turn the bulb off. And then the orange button connects the filaments of the bulb to power, so the bulb preheats. When you let go, the bulb strikes. Same deal. Unlike my bigger desk lamp, this thing actually does have some identification on the bottom, although it does not have a brand name. Here you can see Japan. First, it starts off with saying UL approved cord. I guess that means the rest of the lamp is not UL approved. That's a comforting thought. 120 volts, 6 watts, 50 or 60 hertz. Replace bulb with Westinghouse or General Electric type F6T5CW, made in Japan. So quite interesting there. As you can see, it actually specifies to use a cool white bulb. In my other video of the lamp, I said that most of these desk lamps ever made came with either Japanese or Taiwanese daylight bulbs. Very cheap, rather crappy bulbs, and they were just about always daylight in color. So, when I got this desk lamp, I took a look at the bulb. We'll take a look at the bulb right here. I'll take it out first, actually. The lamp holders in this are really interesting. They just snap in, so you just pull the bulb out and push it in, and it snaps in. I think that's really cool. It makes it very easy to put bulbs in, but it can sometimes be rather a pain to take them out because you gotta grasp it and your fingers come up against this edge of the metal here. There's what the head looks like. And here's the bulb. Now, I have no doubt in my mind that this was the original bulb, just because it looks slightly old, and because of the marking on it. As you can see, the only identification on it is it says FL6W. So yes, this is likely the original bulb from the 1960s, and it still works just fine. It actually has no wear on it at all. So that's really cool, even though it's just a generic bulb, just for how old it is. It's pretty nice. But yes, FL6W doesn't tell you much except it's a fluorescent bulb and it's 6 watts. Before the lamp came and I actually got to turn it on for the first time, I always saw it. I thought, you know, I wonder what color temperature the bulb is. I assume daylight. You know, a bulb that's cheap enough not to have any identification on it is most likely going to be daylight. Well, imagine when this lamp came in the mail and I plugged it in for the first time and the bulb is actually cool white. And that's quite surprising. So this is the first of these generic Japanese desk lamps I've ever seen that came with something other than daylight. It's a cool white bulb, and actually a very decent cool white bulb too. Although I've never seen a crappy cool white bulb. I've seen plenty of crappy daylight bulbs, horrible color to them. But yes, it's a cool white bulb, the original bulb in this, and even though it's cool white, I still believe it's the original because even the tag on it specifies to replace it with a cool white bulb. So yeah, that's really cool. So, this thing works well. As you can see, physically, it's in great shape. There's just a little spot of what I guess is rust on there, but other than that, this thing's pretty darn great. The cord's in great shape. I'll show you the plug. Here's the plug. It's the exact same plug that's on my bigger desk lamp. There's the identification on that. And it works great. The ballast runs nice and cool. It's also quite quiet. It does make an audible ringing noise, but that's no bother to me. But yeah, this works really great. As you can see, you kind of need two hands to get the head straightened out, but what I'll do for you right now is I'll plug it in and we'll turn it on. Alright, got it plugged in. Same deal, hold the orange button to preheat it. And there you go. And this works great. Now this bulb, the original bulb, is very interesting because it has a ton of mercury in it. You might see that the ends look a little bit dark. That's not wear, that's actually condensed mercury. This bulb has so much mercury in it. You can see a blob of mercury right there. And almost every time, actually you can see a huge strip of mercury right there. Every time you turn this on, you can watch a film of mercury just burn off the ends as it evaporates. This thing has so much mercury in it, it's kind of cool. But you can see a little film starting to burn off right there. But yeah, it has a lot of mercury in it. Like I said, nice bulb, works good. I can't actually hear the ballast right now. If I put the camera up to it, you might be able to hear the ringing noise it makes. But yeah, this works great. Now the reason I got this desk lamp is I've been wanting a 6-watt preheat lamp, because as you may remember, when I got the Rayovac Sportsman 180, it came with the original General Electric F6T5 CW, and I saved it and put it in storage because I didn't want to run it in a battery-powered lantern. That'd wear it out more quickly than otherwise necessary. So I've been wanting to get a preheat 6-watt unit, and now I have one. So now I have preheat lamps in 4, 6, and 8-watt versions. I have my 4-watt strip light, this thing, and the Burgess Safari light, which is 8 watts. All I need now is an 8-watt instant start. I have a 4-watt instant start, that's the Rayovac Magnum. I have a 6-watt instant start, that's the Rayovac Sportsman. Now I just need an 8-watt instant start. So, this works great. I use this as my bedside lamp. You may remember up to a few months ago, I had a 3-way desk lamp that became stuck on the medium setting. Not 3-way as in for an actual 3-way bulb, but it was a touch lamp that had 3 settings on it, just took regular bulbs. But it got stuck on the medium setting, something wrong with the electronics, and it gave me 10 years of good service, and I finally threw it away. I bought the larger desk lamp to use as a bedside lamp, but it is a little too bright for my needs, but this thing works really well. And they've made 4-watt desk lamps as well. I'm not sure if these Japanese 60s desk lamps ever came in a 4-watt version, but I do know of one desk lamp made back in the 1940s that took a 4-watt bulb. But yeah, there you go. Just press the button and it re-instant starts. Yes, where it is a small bulb, sometimes you can press the off button, and if you don't leave it down long enough, it will instant start. There you go, starts back up. All that's left to do now is we'll try some more bulbs in it. Alright, here's a generic modern Chinese daylight 6-watt bulb. If that's a date code, that would indicate it was made in February of 2010. This is the bulb that came with my now dead 6-watt battery-powered closet light. This is one of those bad daylight bulbs I talked about. Now I'm not a fan of daylight as a whole. I can tolerate good daylight bulbs, but I absolutely hate bad daylight bulbs. And this is a bad daylight bulb. Hate the color of it. Horrible teal color. Anyway, I'll turn it on. And there you go. Got a little bit of wear, but still lots of life left. And there you go. Alright, here's the bulb I actually bought this desk lamp to benefit. My General Electric F6T5 CW, made in the USA in the late 1970s. Turn it on. And there you go. Works just fine. I find the original generic cool white bulb has a slightly cooler temperature than the GE. Of course, GE cool white bulbs have always been 4100K, but that one, the original one, looks like it might be 4200. Maybe. Maybe I'm just nuts. But as you can see, works just fine. And there you go. So someday when the original bulb finally wears out, this bulb will be recruited to this lamp. It's nice and bright too. It's quite a bit brighter than the original lamp. And finally, this is a generic Chinese F6T5 blacklight blue. I demonstrated this bulb running in the Rayovac Sportsman, and now you can see it running here. It's a nice blacklight bulb. Yeah, this bulb has kind of a problem where it doesn't make a good connection with the contacts. Try it again. There we go, I can feel the ballast buzzing. There you go. And now we have a blacklight lamp, and you can see my sock glowing. The off button also glows. Well, there you go. There is the generic Japanese 6-watt desk lamp from the 1960s. I'm definitely happy to have this for the collection. It's a really nice lamp. It provides the right amount of light that I need for a bedside lamp, and it's a nice lamp to use my 6-watt bulbs in. I'm actually going to do now something I almost forgot to do here, and I was going to do it for the video of the big desk lamp, but I forgot to do it as well. We're going to open the base up here and get a look at the ballast. So let me grab a screwdriver and we'll take a look. Alright, I took the screws out of the base. Let's see what we got. Yeah, pretty much what I expected. A open core style ballast. Can't see any brand name on it. Maybe on the other side. I'll check that in a moment. There's contacts for the switches. That's the switch that cuts off power. There's the orange switch that connects the filaments and sears with the ballast. I'm not sure, this might or might not be an actual brand name ballast. Surprisingly, many of these desk lamps did come with ballast from a reputable company like General Electric or Advance. What's that? Is that some sort of... what's that? Paper condenser. Oh dear. That slightly worries me, because I know that when it comes to vintage fluorescent light fixtures, actually for their starters, paper capacitors today are a fire hazard. Paper capacitors degrade, and they can cause problems if you don't remove them. Paper capacitors are found in vintage starters. I do not know if condensers are the same. I actually don't know what a condenser does. So I might check that with that on the lighting gallery. Might take a picture of this to put on the gallery. But let's see if we can haul the ballast out just a little bit, because I'd like to see if there's a brand name on it. It does have a label on it. It says ballast 0.147 amp. Well, that's dumb. No brand name on it. Just says ballast 117 volt, 60 cycles, 6 watts, 0.147 amp. Which is right on par for proper amperage for a 6-watt lamp. So yeah, that's what it looks like. I'll take a picture of this while I have it out, and maybe someone on the lighting gallery can identify it. But there it is, nonetheless. So there's a worrying thought. The sticker on the lamp says you can use it on 50 or 60 Hertz, but the ballast itself actually specifies 60 Hertz only. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.